Let's hope they can fit us all on this screen.
Yeah, welcome.
There we go.
How you doing, Husk? Good to see you.
Guys.
Assistant coach Ryan Huska stepping in. And maybe before we even let Sarchi talk, let's just get some thoughts from you. I mean, interesting game in terms of the start, and obviously a response from your group in the second. But just overall, what did you make of how it all played out tonight?
Yeah, ugly start. One team was ready to play, I would say, and one team wasn't tonight. Emotionally, physically, whatever you want to call it. We weren't there in the first period, but I thought our guys did a good job to start the second. Our power play, we needed the 2 goals that we got from it, and I thought our penalty kill, when called upon, did a good job as well. So finding a way to win after a poor start is a big thing for our team.
What switched it in your eyes in that? It seemed like maybe the power plays in the first period. I know you didn't score, but maybe help that out a bit.
Yeah, I think the early power play goal in the second period. I think it got the crowd into the game a little bit more, and I think our players, they started to skate after that, I thought, more so than they did in the first period for sure.
Yeah. But just a thought kind of on that sequence in the third period. Obviously, you get through, as you mentioned, the penalty kill does a good job. You get through that one, and then they end up scoring on kind of a fluky bounce, but just the response from your group there.
Yeah, I don't even really know how Raz got himself down there from the bench. I didn't see what happened on the wall to get him to the eventual front of the net, but scoring right after that, for another team, of course, late in the game, that's deflating. It was big for us for sure because this was a game early in the season, call it what you want, but this is a team right now that we're fighting for. We're fighting to get ourselves ahead of here. So this was a big one for us. So the response after that goal was really good.
Yeah.
With Rasmus, obviously he's come a long ways, and seeing his offensive production kind of take the forefront here this year, he's done a really incredible job actually in both ends. And can you attribute that to anything? Is he doing anything differently this year? Is it just his overall work ethic? I know he plays pretty loose, and he's a pretty loose guy, but is there anything you see from behind the scenes?
I don't know. I think over the years he's grown, and when he first started to play a little bit more, when he came here, he was sheltered at times. I think last year was really the first year where he started to play against the better, if you want to say, the better players on the other team. And I think his confidence grew. And then in the playoffs, maybe took a bit of a hit. So over the course of the summer again, trying to figure out how he can be a guy that plays against the top lines all the time. So there's always ways to go or more for him to go for sure. We want him to shoot more. That's one thing for sure. The shot on the power play tonight was great. We need to see that a little bit more often. But I really do believe that he's feeling confident now in his ability to play against those top players.
The homestand, it'd be remiss if I didn't ask about that. I mean, you talk about 4-1 and obviously the momentum, but maybe some of the confidence that we're seeing from this group. That word came up a couple times from players. I mean, are you kind of sensing that right now from them in some areas?
Well, you'd hope so for sure. I mean, we needed this homestand to be a good one for us. We really did. Now we have an opportunity to take it on the road and try to win some games and come back with points. I mean, we had a tough stretch where we really put ourselves in a bit of a box early on in the year. Now it's up to us to make sure we fight through it. And I think when you see the results or have success, the players do feel better about themselves. It's easier to come to the rink. So we want to make sure we continue to roll with that.
And we were just talking earlier, it makes plane rides off the place a heck of a lot better. For the coaches too, I'm assuming?
Oh, yeah, way better. I mean, when you're cutting video after the game on the plane or whatever it may be, when you win, it's a lot easier, that's for sure.
Yeah, no question. Hey, appreciate the time, Coach.
Thanks for having me, guys.
Thanks, Coach.
On the win.